Hey, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 28th of December 2024. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books and also some different trade management ideas. All right, I hope everyone's Christmas break, holiday break, whatever you want to call it, is going well for those that celebrate. I know it's a very quiet time of the year in the trading world. And the problem is Christmas being in the middle of the week and New Year's Day being in the middle of the week, Wednesday. She's going to be like 2 weeks, probably not till Monday week as the trading volume's going to pick up and get back to normal. So in the meantime, we're just going to plot along. If you're trading on the daily charts, if you're a day trader, I wouldn't be trading this time of year at all. It's just not worth the hassle. But us people that look after the daily signals, we've got one new signal on Monday, and I'll get to that in a minute. All right, if you do like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe button. It's always appreciated. I'm a little bit dusty today. Had a big night last night. Probably get looks on my face, probably give you that away. But let's get into it. Let's get into the charts. So let's go to TradingView, and this is my TradingView. This is where I do all my analysis. As usual, you can read all my notes on the chart. If you can't, if I go too fast, you don't understand something, just go to my spreadsheets. My spreadsheet that I share and have a look there. Anyone's got any questions, just hit me up in any of the groups, that be the Facebook group or the Telegram channels. Just ask questions, ask away. So this is my list here. It's in sort of broken up into two different colours. My head's probably down here somewhere, so you probably can't see all of it, but I'll go through them anyway. So the top half of the list, the top 7 pairs, they're the ones I use the multi-sequence hedging and the loss recovery on the QMP filter dots. The bottom half, in the blue, that's where I do the traditional hedging and loss recovery based on the MACD Platinum. I've done videos on all of them, so you can go check out those videos. I don't know, just go to my YouTube channel, you can see them all. Anyone's got any questions about anything, like I say, just hit me up, all right? So we're in a couple of cells, cells, 2 of them from here. This is a loss recovery and sequence 2 cell. Stop in place, just dragging the stop down. Generally, I trail the stop around the 20 simple moving average, all right? So this little line here is a 20 simple moving average. I normally trail the stop around there, sort of look for previous highs. I could probably drag this down a little bit. We're getting down to a previous low here. We're around about 62-cent mark at the moment. So if it gets down about 60, then that'll be a big number. And generally, the big numbers are marked by these green dashed lines. So in this case, that's a 65 and that's a 70 cent. So, and the Aussie tends to bounce around those sort of big numbers fairly regularly when it gets there. You see, it's got up and hasn't quite touched it and back down and messed around at the 65 before dropping down. So we're in 2 cells here. We can't lose. In the meantime, the MACD Platinum is below the 0 level. I've started to draw my divergence lines, and I've got some support level here, possibly. MACD Platinum is below the 0 level. Blue dot on the MACD Platinum, hence the warning vertical line here, the grey line. Just means I'm getting ready for a potential buy, which I love to see a buy. I would take that in a heartbeat. It might be against a downward trend, but the way I trade and the way the Aussie moves, look, between the dots, there's generally decent moves between the dots. Yeah, like there wasn't here, but that down one's been gone forever. That's how I've made that loss recovery. No worries at all. All right, Bitcoin, BTC, USD, still in the 1 cell. Well, remember I closed out a heap of trades previously. This green dashed line here is the 100,000 level, and it's just becoming, combined with Christmas, uncertainty in the US with regards to who's in charge, with Trump coming in January, obviously. It's just really struggling around this 100 level. It's a big round number, and it's a bit of a nightmare. So the last trade was this sell here. I'm just hanging on to it. MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. We've now got a blue dot on the MACD Platinum below the 0 level. Blue, yeah, blue. So looking to buy, but we haven't got a buy signal yet. And so I'm happy just to stay in this sell as long as it takes. because I can quickly pivot to the buy side if need be. And like I've said here, probably an instrument you may only consider taking buy trades, ignoring sell trades. And as I said, does BTC have a bullish bias? Yeah, it's up to you. I don't know. But this 100,000 level is proving a bit of a sticking point. You can go to the spreadsheets and have a look. We've made some good money on Bitcoin. So if I just go to hedging, if I have got it, view only, that'd be right. Crypto is the crypto one. So I'm going all right. Here's the balance on the right. We're making money on crypto. There's my last one. This is a sell we're currently in, and we've got make money there. So it just depends on the sell. We're not going to lose it on $7,000 done. I know it's not a lot of, it's not a huge sample, but we're going all right. We're going all right. And I want to get more into crypto. You know, like one day there might be no Forex trading like we know. There might be no Euro USD. It might be BTC USD, or it might be Ethereum, whatever. All right, let's get into it. Euro USD. We're in two sells. S1 sell. We already closed half. We're just dragging the stop down. We've closed half. Another. We've only got 0.03 left. Stops down here. We're locking in profit. We can't lose on that at all. This is a loss recovery trade. We had a loss on the first one, $66. That we took a second sell. Closed 12 and stopped and closed another 0.3 on that trade too. Stops up here. Last signal is this buy here. It's not a valid signal. As much as I like that, and I was tempted to call it, the time of the year probably threw me a little bit because that was like yesterday, Friday the 27th. It's just not a good time of the year, but that's a nice little support level there. And even though the MACD platform's on the wrong side of the zero level, that'd be worth a shot, especially because I've got sell trades on, so I can't lose on these sell trades. So yeah, who knows? All right, pound CAD. All right, here we go. All right, there's a S1. Let's have a look. That was a buy, closed 0.6 and dragged my stop. So I can't lose that. Just trailing my stop at the moment. Just trailing that stop up, and I could probably drag that up even higher. I'll give it a day. Sequence 2 was a sell. MACD platinum above the zero level. There was a nice resistance level and price. Remember when I got the sell? So it's there, there, there. So basically a triple top or resistance level. Took the sell in here and it's gone up through that resistance level. Now, if you had a stop in place, it would have been up here somewhere, about there. So you would have been stopped out. Now, I don't trade with stops, so no, I'm not stopped out. No big deal. Because I've got this buy on, which is offsetting the loss. I haven't got the platform open. I was going to show you what the... So this sell, it's still valid. It's heading down. Price is heading up. So you can probably say there's some divergence there. Now it's getting a little bit messy. I could probably adjust this trend line again. I had this trend line drawn across here, but there was no clear, obvious break, and it came down to the entry level before bouncing up. Now we're going back up again. I'm going to draw that, move that trend line across there. Hang on a sec, we'll just drag it across here. They're not an exact science trend line, so just as long as you're pretty consistent with them, it doesn't have to be. So looking for a break to the downside, might take another sell or something like that. In the meantime, we've got this still going. Is it going to be resistance again? Like you can't really say it's broken through there. It's come back down and it's gone back up to it. Yeah, who knows where it's going. This is a pair I like, so it doesn't worry me. I'm not stressed about anything. We just got to go with the flow until something happens. So we're in a sell, sequence 2, and it's just going against me. Happy to MACD platinum still above the zero level. Kids screaming. MACD platinum still above the zero level, so we'll just wait and see how it goes. Oh, child, be quiet. Right, pound yen. We're in a buy. Already closed half, dragging the stop up, can't lose. Again, MACD platinum's now above the zero level, so hence the grey warning line is a red dot, so we're in sell mode, but not yet. And again, this is another pair that moved nicely. So It's a nice moving pair. Even in here, it gets jammed up a little bit, but eventually you get a good move in one direction. And we're just at this going towards this previous high again, and we can't lose. Pound USD in a sell, already closed half, stop drag down, can't lose on that at all. These levels here, this one here is the 1.3 level, and this one's a 1.25 level. Big round numbers, all right? So you can see price has got to it, struggles around that. See, touch there, struggled around there, dropped down to the 1.25 level, bounced off it, and back to it. Now we're struggling again. Similar to the Euro USD, sort of moves very, the pound USD and the Euro USD can be correlated at times. Can be, not all the time, but unless there's something very specific to the UK or something like that, or Europe that doesn't involve the pound. But you can see the support level at the 125 level. I don't have to really draw that blue line there. You can see it's just bouncing off that. Hopefully we'll get a buy. MACD platinum's just below the 0 level. Potentially a buy there, but we can't lose on the sell, so that's not too bad. XAG USD silver. We're in a sell. Close. Value of 0.03 left on this. Again, it's struggling around this big number, round number, which is the $30 level. Now, you could swap out silver for gold. It's up to you. I haven't looked at gold for a while. I just picked silver because it's different. There's plenty of gold traders. I could trade it just as, I think I could trade gold just as common as I could silver. And that's another option. If Forex was ever to died natural death, the metals would be another, if other than crypto, the metals would be another option. We have made plenty on silver and gold in the years I've been calling the trade, so there's no dramas there at all. And you could expand that. You could have silver against the euro, against the Aussie, gold against all those. So keep in mind it'd be all very highly correlated, so you might as well just pick one and put all your eggs in one basket. But we're to sell, can't lose, and we've got a warning signal, MACD platinum below the 0 level, a green dot, blue dot below the 0 level, hence the grey vertical line. Just gives me heads up. In the meantime, can't lose on the sell that we're in already. Right, moving down to the second half of the watch list, the Aussie Swiss. So this is the traditional hedging. We're still in the sell from back here, stop and place there. We can't lose on that. So that's sequence 1. Sequence 2 is a buy, hedge sell, and so buy, MACD platinum below the 0 level, hedge sell, MACD platinum still below the 0 level, waiting on a second buy. And once I get that second buy, we'll take that also to try and recover this loss. Remember I said this is the MACD platinum loss recovery. So we're not taking anything on the sell. We're waiting on the whatever's the valid signal is on the MACD platinum. In this case, it'll be a buy because we're below the 0 level. Waiting on a buy. If I closed all my trades now, I'd be profitable. Overall, that yellow line is my overall break even, which is minus 0.06, and price is well below that. So I close all my trades now and I'll be in profit. But I'm not going to, because we're waiting to play this out. We're going to cash in on that sequence 1, and we want to cash out sequence 2 also, and recover this loss from this first buy here. Right, Euro Aussie. Now the Euro Aussie and the pound Aussie, we had a bit of discussion about this in I think it was the Facebook group. Someone said that sell signal, which is over here, that sell signal was a long time ago and it's still valid, and prices going up and up, and the MACD platinum's not giving a buy. Now, I've got a big problem with this. The main reason I've got a big problem is because I'm in this buy from back here. That'll be, I think it's about the 27th of November. So in this buy, I've got to stop in place. It's only half a position, but it's helping offset this. MACD platinum's above the 0 level. It's a valid sell signal. If you had a stop loss, it probably would have been about here. You would have been stopped out. Well and truly, we're not. We're doing hedging. We're doing traditional hedging on this. So this could just go up and up and up, and who cares? It's going to eventually come down, and we'll take the hedge, buy, And even when the hedge buy happens, it may only just go a little bit higher than we take the second sell. Meanwhile, we hopefully drag this stop up higher. I can drag it up, like I said, I'll drag it up near the 20, so we can lock in profit on this buy. And eventually you get to the stage where we've either hedged on this or we keep on adjusting this trend line here and look for a break to take a second sell. It's a little bit tricky. I know it's a bit of a pain and it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. And with the way, the style of trading I'm doing, you can relax a bit. I know we can't, I know we're losing. If it just keeps on going up, we don't get a buy signal, which I doubt. We're going to lose, but eventually it will turn. That's the theory anyway. If it doesn't, we're just going to wear it. The world is crashing if it doesn't. But we'll get a buy signal before then, so we hedge it. And the good thing is if we get a buy signal, and even though we may be overall lost between the two trades, if we get a buy signal and the price just keeps on going up and up to the moon, eventually we'll make enough money from the combined buy trades to cover any, and we'll get to a minimum, worst case scenario, break even. And we'll just close out trades. But it's not going to happen, trust me. Well, hang on, don't trust me. Take my word for it, it's not going to happen. Right, pound Aussie, with same deal. They're two correlated pairs. I'm not sure. Like I said in my Facebook message, I'm not sure why I'm trading these two exactly the same. They can be highly correlated. A bit like the pound USD and the Euro USD. The Euro Aussie and the pound Aussie is very similar. This trend line keeps getting adjusted. Again, when there's buy, in this case it's from the 28th of November, there's a stop there, can't lose on that. Sell, you would have been stopped out if you had a traditional stop in place, which would have been about here somewhere. In the meantime, it's going up, and MACD Platinum wants to head down, but this is going up, so there is some sort of divergence, so it's a little bit tricky to draw. And again, if we get a buy signal, we'll take that, and if it keeps on going up, worst case scenario, break even. We get a buy, then it suddenly stops and turns around and goes to the sell side. We'll just pick up, it'll be a hedge, there'll be a second sell, and we'll come back down, make some money that way too. So it's nothing to get stressed about. As long as you keep your position sizing in relation to your account size under control, stuff like this not going to get away from them. And especially these two pairs, they're not big on the swaps. I think the pound Aussie might be a little bit big on the swap side, but the Euro Aussie's not. But no big deal. We'll cover it. All right, pound Swiss. There's a sell. MACD above the zero level. We're in this tight range, and we're probably still in this tight range. And it's gone against me. No big deal. Let's keep on. We'll wait and keep on waiting. If we go to buy mode, we'll take the buy and hedge it. And we'll just wait for another sell. And we'll also do the loss recovery thing. So what happens with this is I enter at 0.12, take the sell. If we get an opposite QMP filter dot, I close out half of that immediately, and it's got nothing to do with the hedging. It's just I'm splitting up the two trade management techniques. So 0.6 will then be my base lot on the traditional hedge, and 0.06 will be my loss recovery loss. That'll be trade one, then I'll just wait for trade two. So that's how that works. Right, New Zealand USD, sequence one was still in. So it's buy, sell, buy, sell. So that's hedge two, that's hedge. So sequence one, it's hedge. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Sequence two, because the MACD plat was above the zero level, I took a new trade. So 0.06, I probably just messed that up. I've got to work that out. It should have been for 0.12. Trade one, already closed half and stop in place there. Can't lose on that. Sequence two, I can't lose on. Overall break evens down 50766. This just keeps on falling off the edge of the earth. Just takes me down to break even. No big deal. If it turns, not only would it be a sequence 3 trade 1 because the MACD plat was down below the zero level, we've got regular bullish divergence there. Not as a sequence 3 trade 1. It'll also be sequence 1 trade 3. So we'll try to go up again. We had a loss recovery. We had 2 trades, losses. Then we took a sell, trade 3, which is the same here. We recovered all the losses, closed most of that, and the stop is same stop there. So we can't lose on loss recovery. We recovered all those losses, so life's good there. So we're now in potential buy mode here. 56, yeah, all right. Right, USD CAD, took a buy. This is a loss recovery trade 2. I sort of messed the CAD up a bit, and I messed the Singapore dollar up a bit. Missed the CAD. The CAD, I messed up. If you read my notes on the spreadsheet, a little bit ugly, a bit messy, but we didn't lose any money, which is good. Loss recovery, we're in a buy trade here. That was trade 1 was a loss. Trade 2 was a buy, closed most of that. This loss was recovered. Now we've got a stop place. We can't lose on that. All good. Sequence 1 is this one here. It was a sell from a couple of days ago, which is a terrible time of the year, I know, to trade, but it's a valid sell signal all the same. MACD platinum above the 0 level. There's regular bearish divergence. So yeah, it's just a sell signal. So we're looking pretty good. Just wait for something to happen here. USD Singapore dollar. Now it's a bit messy, the chart. So let's just go through it. On the sequence 1, which would have started here somewhere, I accidentally closed my trade 2 when I closed my loss recovery trade. So I put my whole setup out of whack, therefore just closed all my trades in S1 on the 23rd of December, which was at the start of this week, or this week just gone, Monday. So I closed all those trades. You can have a look at the spreadsheet. I didn't lose anything, which was good. So all good there. S2 is this buy here. So here, MACD flat below the 0 level. We've got hidden bullish divergence there, which I'm a big fan of. Took the buy, already closed half, and the stop loss is being, when did I close? 6. Yeah, I should put dates on when I closed half. But I'm pretty sure it would have been on this big move, this big candle up. I would have closed half in here somewhere on that. And stop loss is there. I can't lose. I can probably drag that stop up a little tighter. In the meantime, S1 was a sell, which was obviously yesterday. Open, I took the sell on the open. I was a bit late because waking up a little bit late. Not much happened, but we got a pretty good fill when you consider it open down here. So we're actually there. So we're in a buy. We can't lose. We closed all the previous trades. I just had to leave this on the chart because it's the new week. And we're in a sell now, which is not looking that flash, but we're not losing on it either. So we can't lose on the buy and the sell. We're just in the money so far. Right, US 500 is the US stock market. It's getting a little bit ugly. Here's the new high up here. Last thing was this sell. No, it wasn't. Last thing was this buy here, which is a pretty good setup, really, because you consider, look at the divergence there. It's a bit of a support level. Divergence. Hidden bullish divergence. Took the buy. If you took it here, it would be around here, and it's just gone against us. But like I say, it's a terrible time of the year to trade. All right, just pause the video while I change my watch lists. Okay, just switched over to the dollar cost averaging watch list, which is these pairs here, another 7 pairs, dollar cost averaging only. Now we look at 3 different ways based on the big Bollinger Bands. If it touches, we take the sell and we go towards the center band, which is this sort of reddish dotted line. And if it goes to the QQE advance, if it touches above the 65 or the 35 level, which in this case it hasn't on this pair at all, we also take that and take it to the center band. Nothing else, we just take the normal buy trade. So in this case, this is the AusCAD. Took a buy number 1 here, MACD platinum below the 0 level. It hasn't really broken through there. Took another buy here and just waiting for potential third buy. It's really going nowhere fast, so we can't. There's a break even, 2 buys. There's an overall break in that yellow line. So what we're doing now, we've got a sell, was the last signal. Now waiting on new buy, which could take a while because this is the wrong time of the year, as I keep on saying. Aussie, New Zealand, this is the one and only thing for Monday. New sell. red QMP filtered dot. Above the 20, we're just going flat. It's flat as at the moment. Flat as. MACD platinum above the 0 level. S1 sell. 0.10 at, we don't know yet. Work it on Monday. I'll get a price and that'll be a sell trade. New trade on Monday, just trade one, that's it. Aussie, New Zealand sell. CAD Swiss, we're in a buy, S3 here, going nowhere fast. Just go, look, you can just tell by the Bollinger Bands how tight they are, the range bound everything is. And look at this support level here. And you got to remember, this is a pair that I was trading the multi-sequence hedging at one stage. And we still got out of it. Fine, we got out of it, no worries. But it's just painful, a long time painful. And you can check out the spreadsheets on that if you want. All right, Euro Swiss. All right, took a sell here. So sequence 2, there must have been previous sequences, which there was. There's buys in there. We touched the band there. We took a couple of buys, got up to here, put stops in place, both stopped out. So then we've taken the sell here, so sequence 2. Now we've got a offset QMP filtered dot, so we do nothing. We just keep that sell. We do not take any action. We're not hedging. We're just waiting for another sell now. Very flat. So we're losing on this at the moment, but it's just a matter of being patient. It's a dollar cost averaging. There's a reason I picked these pairs. These pairs are generally slow movers, and you can normally get out eventually with a profit, or worst case, break even. You probably worked out by now I don't like losing trades. I'm happy to take losses in a sequence, but as long as there's a trade in the sequence that's going to cover that loss, then we're good. Right, Euro Pound, we're in a buy here, S1, MACD platinum below the 0 level. And look, it's gone up. It's already the 0, the MACD platinum's gone through the 0 level. If we get a sell here, I'd be taking this, commencing a sequence 2 sell. And I'll keep the sequence, buy them. And we'll just work both sides of the market. Just pivot. You're not going to give up just because you've got a buy on doesn't mean you're just going to wait for buys now. If you get a valid sell signal, now remember, every initial trade on the start of every sequence is still one of the trades from the high probability or divergence books. Nothing changes there. Nothing changes. It's just how we manage the trades, right? And every trade signal I give, if you think it's a valid trade signal, now remember, I'm not a trade signal provider, so don't follow me blindly, do your own due diligence, but every trade signal, you can put a stop in. I don't, you can, and you just follow the trades. New Zealand CAD, and remember, I call all these trades live every day. The new daily candle for me, during the, still 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. local. I'm in Cambodia, so 5 a.m. is 5 p.m. New York. I get up at 6:30, so I don't see that. It's probably, an hour and a half later, if that. Not much happens in that hour and a half, so it's no big deal. But I'm pretty consistent. Not this week because it's been a holiday week, and I actually am in holiday mode, so I'm been drinking a bit and eating too much and staying out too late. But generally, I still don't miss a day, and I'm pretty close to being on the charts at a reasonable hour. So it's not whilst the markets are open, I'm on it. If they're not open, I'll have the day off. Trust me. All right, New Zealand CAD, I did mess this up, and I mentioned in last week's video, I probably should have been out in a better position than this. S1's buy, and not looking very well. Just waiting on a third buy. Sequence 2 was a sell, because we see this is below, the MACD platinum's below, but above. Now this is a new sequence. So we can't lose on sequence 2. That's good. So we've made some money on sequence 2, and we're going to make some money on sequence 2. So what we're trying to do is get a third buy trade for sequence 1. And because the MACD platinum's now below the 0 level, we've got this regular bullish divergence forming. We've got a potential buy signal coming. It'll be a sequence 3 buy as well as a third trade for sequence 1. So we're just trying to build a position. In the meantime, if we make money like in sequence 2 here, which we can't lose at all, might make a few more dollars in this. It all offsets any losses we have. Kids are really noisy. All right, we'll wrap this up. New Zealand Swiss, S1 was sells. We're good. Can't sell sell. Closed out one already. Yeah, can't lose on that. Sell. So sequence 1, trade 1. Sequence 1, trade 2. These kids are noisy, yeah. And we've got to stop place. Can't lose on the sell. Took this buy. MACD flat below 0 level. So sequence 2, trade 1. It's a buy. And it's going against me. And all we're doing now is waiting a potential second buy. And we'll take that. And also, we'll probably have a look here. We're probably on the lower band of the Bollinger Band. We've probably touched that somewhere in there. I'm thinking that might be close. If it is a touch, then the next buy signal will also be a buy based on the Bollinger Band touch, which means then we'll try and drive price up to that center band. Stay in it. So here we go. All right, boys and girls, that's it. So on Monday, there's only the new Aussie New Zealand sell trade. That's it. That's this one here. Look, I'm not thinking much is going to happen this week. I looked at the calendar for the week ahead. There's not much happening at all. New Year's Day is on Wednesday, I think. So yeah. Let's have a look at my Darwin because that's what we do. We have Darwin. Here's my Darwin. I'm ranked 266 out of whatever. There's my return since inception. There's my maximum drawdown, which still annoys the crap out of me because that was from early days. Return over the last 6 months, 30.45, which is good. That's assets under management for me, 125,000 euro. So I'm ranked 266 out of 7,723. My rating is 84.96. As long as that stays over 75 by the end of the month, which it will, I will get more allocations, which is good. Maximum drawdown since the 1st of July is under 9%, which is good for me. But see, that's not good for if you're trading a prop firm or something like that. It's going to blow prop firms. That's why I like this better. It just gives me more flexibility. There's my returns. December, it's pretty crappy. Like here's the returns this year. March was crap. April's crap. May started to get my act together. June was another crap month. July, good. August, good. September, remember September? August, September were quiet, especially going to September. October, picked it up again. November, December, we're good. We're good. All right, we're going to my payments, allocations. This will just give you an idea where I'm at with how I'm going. All right, so there's asset capital under management, 125,000. My profit's about 6,100, which is not all mine. I only get 15%, which at the moment is 201 euros. I know it doesn't sound much, but what I'm doing is building up a track record. All right, so this is the slow burn. I've already covered my subscription fees from one payment, so it costs 38 euros a month or whatever. I'm trying to build this up, trying to get a decent track record. This is all very public. Anyone can look at this. That's me, SDFS. You can follow me, go to DarwinX, DarwinX0, Darwinia. SDFS is me, Jim Brown or JAGfx. No worries. All right, boys and girls, that's 34 minutes on this video. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't take trading too serious. It's a time of the year we should be with friends and family, but we'll get back into it next week proper. All right, thanks for watching. Enjoy.